Today, the political landscape of Jamaica is dominated by a persistent and troubling narrative surrounding Prime Minister Andrew Holness. Allegations of financial impropriety, questionable political decisions, and familial conflicts of interest have cast a long shadow over his administration, drawing intense scrutiny from both the Integrity Commission and the opposition. This growing unease has become a central theme in recent political debates, with calls for greater transparency and accountability echoing across the nation. One of the most significant and perplexing issues is the dramatic increase in Mr. Holness's personal wealth. The Integrity Commission has noted that his assets soared from a modest $350,000 in the late 1990s to an astonishing $160 million by 2019. This exponential growth has raised serious questions about its origins, particularly given his reported involvement in controversial schemes like Olint and Cash Plus. These entities, widely denounced as Ponzi schemes, collapsed and cost thousands of Jamaicans their life savings. Despite his attempts to scrub his official records of these investments, the Integrity Commission has refused, referring the matter to the Financial Investigations Division. The controversy deepened when it was revealed that Holness's statutory declarations from 2021 onwards remain uncertified, fueling public suspicion and raising concerns about a lack of transparency. The recent election debate brought these issues to the fore, with opposition leader Mark Golding directly confronting the Prime Minister. Golding accused Holness and his wife of acquiring properties linked to FINSAC, the state agency formed to manage foreclosed assets during the financial crisis of the 1990s.
Sure the building with Juliet Holness, aka Cowfoot, size 13 a bill. See it, yeah? They got the whole of the road for run pipe and them thing there already. See it, yeah? Big old apartment, painting a blue and white. Yeah. 3 of them. Like you see it. So them are on electricity there. Showing on the front part, building this. Big old building. Building look nice, see? Class. See them there. Tree.
They never really Juliet Holness own this property. And this is one of many may I hear. Now, them people are not wealthy, man. These people have wealth for generation after generation after generation. Look at the structure. This is massive. And this is not the $800 million apartment complex. I'm gathering that them have apartment building all about and condos, luxury condos all over the place. Wow, I've been hearing about these allegations for the longest, but I didn't know so they building them so beautiful. It's also alleged that Chinese are doing the construction, while they are telling us to choose Jamaica. They are choosing China, bypassing the Jamaican contractors and giving the job to the Chinese. Is that what the Holnesses are doing? I'd like to get some answers on that.
Golding also pointed to the uncertified wealth declarations, suggesting a deliberate effort to evade public scrutiny. The appointment of Juliet Holness, the Prime Minister's wife, as Speaker of the House, has also been a focal point of criticism. According to critics, including Golding, this arrangement represents a profound conflict of interest. The Speaker is meant to be an impartial arbiter, independent of the government. However, critics argue that this arrangement compromises parliamentary oversight, particularly concerning the delayed or filtered reports from the Auditor General. Furthermore, Holness's associations with several financial scandals have fueled public distrust. He reportedly invested in both Olint and Cash Plus before their collapse. Questions have also emerged regarding his dealings with the SSL investment scheme. Reports suggest that he withdrew his funds just before the company imploded, a timing that has raised serious questions and fueled speculation about insider information, even in the absence of direct evidence of wrongdoing.
Mr. Holness, the Integrity Commission, in their court filing in the case that you brought to try and strike down the act and eliminate the offense for which you are being investigated, have said that you had money in the Ponzi scheme Olint and you got it out, while others suffered losses. You had money in Cash Plus, another Ponzi scheme where people lost lots of money, you got it out. And of course, you had money in SSL, and you were able to withdraw your money before it collapsed. In fact, I would say the only person that Usain Bolt has not been able to catch up with is you. And I want to ask you, how do you think and why do you think the people of Jamaica should trust you to have be in charge of the governance of the country for a third term with that track record and with that cloud hanging over your head?
The leader of the opposition is a liar and cannot be trusted. I lost money in Cash Plus and Olint. However, the PNP accepted and received $1 million from Olint. He has no credibility to talk about Ponzi scheme. They benefited from the Ponzi scheme to fund their election campaign. He questions my wife's integrity about development. My wife and my family are hard-working Jamaicans. We started off with the taxes like many other Jamaicans, and I have worked hard. He has sought to weaponize that. But the people who receive me when I go into the country, they say, Andrew, don't worry. No weapon formed against you shall prosper.
Mark Golding has been relentless in his criticism, asserting that the Holness government is mired in scandals that threaten Jamaica's international credibility. He has called for the Prime Minister to step aside or face new elections, warning that the deep cloud of unresolved controversies is eroding public trust. This sentiment is widely shared among ordinary Jamaicans, many of whom have expressed concerns that corruption has become systemic, and that the administration has blurred the lines between personal gain and public duty. In summary, the allegations against Prime Minister Andrew Holness paint a deeply troubling picture. The issues range from unexplained financial growth and questionable real estate transactions to potential conflicts of interest at the highest levels of government and associations with financial schemes that devastated ordinary citizens. As investigations continue and the Prime Minister maintains his defense, the public's demand for accountability and transparency has only grown louder, creating a palpable sense of unease about the state of governance in Jamaica.
So one of my supporters left a comment on my previous video stating that Andrew Holness is the pirate of the Caribbean, and I must say, I agree 100%. This man bare-faced on a different level. It's like the man have no shame. The man don't even have respect for himself. Yo, the man take everybody for fool. Imagine the leader of our country wants the law that was put in place to investigate illicit enrichment to be declared unconstitutional. Like, it don't make no sense. Corruption at its finest. These are the same laws that was implemented by the government. You know what hurt me? The fact that some people want them things here to just slide. You see some silly people, yeah, turn a blind eye to the foolishness. Like them a benefit from the millions of politicians that thief left, right and center. The man around the country like a family business, and wanna take it for joke.
For all of the die-hearted labor right then, comment just one time or ever in our lifetime disagree with the Prime Minister. Just comment and tell me. Never disagree with the Prime Minister yet, any at all.
Andrew, what they know about you is that you have 28 bank accounts, that you received several $1 million in cash deposits from anonymous donors in your bank account, that your companies had transactions of over $400 million, several thousand transactions between them, and that Positive Jamaica Foundation, a non-profit which you are intimately connected with, provided resources which you use for personal investments through your personal company. We have signed the Leadership Code of Conduct developed by Integrity Commission. All of our spokespersons and myself have signed. None of your people have signed it. I am committed to ensuring that all members of the executive, when we form government, will have their Integrity Commission declarations published, not just the leader of the opposition and what should happen, what hasn't happened in your case because you're not certified, the Prime Minister. So the whole question that has been asked is an excellent question, and we really need to step up our vigilance against corrupt behavior, nepotism and cronyism. The volume of scandals under this Jamaica Labour Party government is unprecedented. Over the number of ministers who have had to be removed from frontline duty, many of them parked in the naughty corner in OPM rather than being sacked. It is a disgrace to the country, and your personal situation where you're operating under a deep cloud because your Integrity Commission declarations are not certified also is something which Jamaica cannot go forward with.